Hey guys, it's KG Kaju once again, and this is another one of the unboxing videos for some of my YouTube item, or should I say auction wins. I'm going to start by opening this particular one. As with the other auctions, I'm unsure what this is, so I haven't kept track. Alrighty. Okay, well, if you watch some of the other videos, you will know that I've gotten quite a few Panasonic 3DO video games in. Well, here is yet another one. This is Space Pirates. Now this is another one of the games that requires, well, may not require, I'm not sure, but uses the gun for the Panasonic 3DO. As you can see, here's the manual. Not very thick. It's only, let's see, well, there's what the light gun looks like. I'll let you see that. See, it's got a trigger, of course. It's got a beam. Kind of like the Nintendo gun, if you're familiar with that. Yeah, a few black and white pictures in here. Not many pages at all. Apparently this game is pretty easy to grasp. Pretty much it's like a total of 4 or 5 pages. Well, let's take a look at some of the stuff here. This is a list of the other games made by American Laser Games, which is the company that made this. I don't know if you can see this. You got Mazer, Mad Dog 2, which I showed earlier in the Gunslinger collection, Crime Patrol, which was also in that collection, Drug Wars, The Last Bounty Hunter, and Shootout at Old Tucson. And here, of course, is the disc. Disc looks to be in pretty good condition here. Here's another close-up of it. And just to give you a look at the back, for those of you familiar with Panasonic, not familiar, shall I say, with Panasonic 3DO games, these games are more cinematic than PlayStation. A lot of video, a lot of acting and whatnot went into these. I think the idea was pretty neat, but it just, the PlayStation kind of killed it. Just didn't catch on. Let's see. And apparently, okay, here's another disc that was in that auction. 3DO Buffet. And what this is it's a kind of like a sampler CD. I'll go ahead and take this out. See, here's the, a little bit dirty, sampler CD. It's a mouth. That is teeth that you're seeing there. I guess it's supposed to be like you're sampling it, like food. A buffet, yeah, nice. And here are some of the games that are on the buffet, as it were. Well, let's, I'll go ahead and stand up here. We've got Waterworld, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can read this or not. The lighting's not perfect. Kingdom, The Far Reaches. You've got Alone in the Dark 2. Wolfenstein 3D. Out of This World. Casper, that's a demo. Siberia, that's a game which I do have. Oh, and that's also a demo. In fact, it appears that all of these are demos now that I look back through there. Yeah, non-playable demo. So that's pretty much all it is those games in demo form. Alright, so that concludes the first auction. Now we've got some other auctions. stations here. Let's see if I can get this open. This may take a little bit of time. Oh, this is a package reuse. I'll have to break out the knife. I mentioned how it's not a good idea to reuse a box. Yeah, not good to reuse plastic container either. But, you know, I guess the foam padding inside is still good, so I figured on using it. Let's see here. Okay, it's more 3DO games. And we've got Sad Nost, The People's Party. I'd actually forgotten that I'd won that auction. And of course, here's the manual. It's a pretty good manual here. It's got a lot of black and white pictures in it. Different characters on the other side there. What was? You're right. Huh. Yeah, let's just take a look at the disc. Here you see the disc there. It's in fairly decent condition. Now, originally this game came in a long box, like what you saw with Space Pirates. See if I can get this off of here. Yeah, well, like what you saw with Space Pirates. So here's the long box. Well, this also had that, and as you can see, there's what it says in the back. Alright, we also have, let's see, Station Invasion. This is also for the 3DO. And I presume that this is based on like a television studio type deal. I'm not 100% sure. Here's the disc. Looks like it's in pretty good condition too. It doesn't look like it was used very much. Fairly thick manual. Looks like it's pretty concise. It's got looks like about 21 pages. Well, 20 pages. You can't really include the warranty. Shows different challenges on there. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of an odd concept, but I guess when they were thinking of different games, they have to come up with a bunch of different concepts. But anyway, here's the back of that. Okay, it says you're hired on here. Obviously the goal is to get hired on as a studio, in the studio somehow. Alright, well, got a small box here. So I don't know what's in here, as with the others. And it's pretty bad when you don't know what you're even getting here. So it's a sign that a person is going a little overboard on eBay. Well, let's see what we have here. Well, whatever it is, it's packed in pretty tight. Okay. Now these, looks like this is packed pretty well. These games are for the TurboGrafx 16 console. And it may take me a little bit to try to get these open. Sellers used quite a bit of tape. Looks like it's pretty well wrapped. Alright, let's see. Alright. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, 2 of them are TurboGrafx CD games, and 2 of them are TurboGrafx 16 games. I'll go ahead and do the TurboGrafx 16 games first. And just in case you're wondering, here's how you know whether it's a... Well, I can't... Unfortunately, the lighting is not such that I can... Let's bring the lamp up a little bit here. I don't know if you can see on the very end, toward the bottom of the disc, you see where it says 16 in the circle. Well, that indicates that it is a hue card. And for those of you that are not familiar with a hue card, here is what it looks like. Now, as you can see, it's in a plastic protective pocket, which if the game is complete, it's going to have that. Now this is kind of like I'm trying to think what the size would be like. It's like a playing card, about the size of a playing card. And as you can see, it has contacts up at the very top, gold contacts, and you put it into the unit like face up with the contacts forward, of course. On the back, as you can see, it gives little precautionary information telling you not to drop or subject it to shock, keep it away from static electricity, put it back in the case after you play. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in its protective pocket, and as you can see, whoops, manual fell. As you can see, right here is, you can see a clasp. This is where the game is clasped in here. This, of course, keeps it from falling out. And as you can see, the back is plain. It's not like you have with PS2 games or PS1 games where you have something advertising the game on the back. And the manual, of course, is the front cover. Now, this manual is rather short, only 8 plays. Here are some of the pictures you have with that. It's all black and white, pretty much there, and pretty much all of the manuals were black and white. Of course, color takes more money to print, and so they use that as a cost-cutting measure. Now, this system was out in 1989. It came out in '89, the TurboGrafx 16, so that's about the time frame that we're talking about for this game. This particular game came out in 1989. It's Victory Run. Now, here's Final Zone 2. For those of you that may have remembered, I already got this game in another auction. And I said I was going to do the 16s and then CD, but I've gotten them mixed up. This is a CD game. As you can see, it's not too bad condition. Now, oddly enough, this actually has the 16 in the circle, which would normally indicate that the game is a hue card. Odd. And this came out in 1990. Now this is 8 pages once again. And there's a sample of what's in the book. We'll go ahead and put this back in. That's what the back looks like. Alright, now we've also got Fighting Street, and it's listed as a CD. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll pick up the... See, you can see it's a CD in the circle. I believe you can see that. I believe you can. And if you didn't see it on the little circle on the side, it's definitely visible right there. It's definitely a CD. Alright, and here you go. There's what it looks like there. Let's see what condition we're in. It's pretty good. It's got a couple of light scratches. It's alright though. And let's take a look at the manual here, if I can get this manual out. A little wrinkled. The manual's wrinkled, but it looks like the usual fare. 8 pages. 9 if you count the warranty, which I don't. It's just some of the couple of the pages there that were there in the book. You go ahead and put this manual back. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we have another CD game. It's called Monster Lair. This one has a crack. Okay, and as you can see, it's the usual fare when it comes to TurboGrafx CD games. You got the black on the bottom, silver on the top, with the name of the game top center. The game looks pretty good. Pretty good condition. And let's see. Wow, we actually have a 12-page manual here. So apparently they went all out. Sorry for the sarcasm. Alright, well here's some of the different monsters in there. That's pretty neat. I guess that's why they had to have a few more pages. They had a couple monsters to so people see. And here's another page in there. Well, so got in total 1 TurboGrafx 16 and 3 TurboGrafx 16 CDs. Not a bad auction there. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I know I have probably a little over a minute and a half, but that's probably not going to be enough time to do the other unboxing. So I'm going to go ahead and call it on this one, and I will see you all in a little bit, hopefully.